Welcome to the Horror Unmasked podcast,
where we unmask the monsters
and explore the lore.
I'm Amber.
And I'm Lily, and today we'll be dissecting
Frankenstein.
Let's see who the monster is.
In a village in the Bavarian Alps, Henry Frankenstein and his hunchbacked assistant, Fritz, pieces together a human body.
What a sentence.
Truly, off the bat, already unhinged.
Already, what the fuck?
What the actual shit? Just one sentence is enough.
Right, just honestly, with the village in the Bavarian Alps, I'm already like...
If it was a one-sentence synopsis, it's right there.
Yeah. Henry Frankenstein and his hunchbacked assistant friends
piece together a human body.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the parts are from freshly buried bodies. Others from recently hanged criminals.
Like his brain.
Henry desires to create a human, giving this body life through electrical devices. He still needs a brain for his creation. Henry's former teacher, Dr. Waldman, shows his class the brain of an average human being and the corrupted brain of a criminal for comparison. Henry sends Fritz to steal the healthy brain from Waldman's class, but Fritz accidentally damages it, and so brings Henry the criminal brain instead.
Whoops.
Henry's fiancée, Elizabeth Lavenza, speaks with their friend Victor about the scientist's peculiar actions and his seclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth and Victor ask Waldman for help understanding Henry's behavior.
Literally, you're about to get married. Why are you being
Truly.
weird?
And Waldman reveals he is aware Henry wishes to create life.
Because he realized, I'm about to get married and I'm jealous of my wife.
I'm like, if you want to create life, just get jiggy with it.
Literally. Well, that is not him creating it, you know.
I know, but it's close enough that he'll ever get.
Yeah. Honestly, this whole concept really needs to be studied a little more.
It's fascinating
about
and we will get into
men's
it.
Desire to create life.
We will get into it because we are going to talk about the newer Frankenstein. We're going to get into it because that has a whole other aspect to it than this. This is a whole different version of what
it is.
Than
a complete different version, and we will get into that.
They're two different versions of a similar concept. It's
one of them is better.
One of them is way better, but also way sadder and darker.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get into this, and then we can get into that.
Get into it all.
Hell yeah.
Concerned for Henry, they arrive at his lab just as he makes his final preparations. The lifeless body on an operating table. As a storm rages, Henry invites Elizabeth and the others to watch. Henry and Fritz raise the operating table toward an opening at the top of the tower. The creature and Henry's equipment are exposed to the lightning storm and empowered, bringing the creature to life. Henry is ecstatic at the sight of the creature moving and has to be restrained by Victor and Waldman. Seriously, he was like, oh my fucking... the acting in that was honestly really good.
Yeah.
It was genuine. It was he really believed he just resurrected this man.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah. Henry proclaims he now knows what it feels like to be God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster, despite its grotesque form, seems to be an innocent, childlike creation.
Mm-hmm.
Henry welcomes it into his laboratory and asks it to sit. He opens up the roof, causing the monster to reach out towards the sunlight. Fritz enters with a flaming torch, which frightens the monster.
Mm-hmm.
Its fright is mistaken by Henry and Waldman for an attempt to attack them.
Yeah.
And it is chained in the dungeon, where Fritz antagonizes it with a torch.
Such a dick. Absolute dick.
How are you going to sit here and create life and then not treat it with respect and care?
And that's kind of played into the newer movie. There's a lot to get into that.
Oh, for sure. I know. Oh, we did definitely. Most definitely.
Uh-huh. Spoiler warning. Skip ahead. Hearing Fritz screaming in the dungeon, Henry and Walden find that the monster has hanged Fritz. The monster lunges at the two, but they lock it inside, realizing the monster must be destroyed. Henry prepares an injection of a powerful drug, and Waldman injects the drug into the monster's back, rendering it unconscious. Henry collapses from the exhaustion, and Elizabeth and Henry's father take him home. There, he eventually recovers and prepares for his wedding. While Waldman examines the monster, as he prepares to vivisect it, the monster revives and strangles him. It escapes from the tower and wanders through the landscape, encountering a farmer's child, Maria. She asks him to play a game with her in which they toss flowers onto a lake. The monster enjoys the game, but when he runs out of flowers, he throws Maria into the lake,
Thinking she's a flower.
inadvertently drowning her.
He just thought she was a flower.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yep.
With preparations for the wedding completed, Henry is happy with Elizabeth. They are to marry as soon as Waldman arrives. Victor rushes in, saying that Waldman has been found, strangled.
Mm-hmm.
Henry suspects the monster. The monster enters Elizabeth's room, causing her to scream. When the searchers arrive, they find Elizabeth in shock, then unconscious. The way she was on the bed, though, was kind of like, girl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a little dramatic.
Yeah.
The monster has escaped. Maria's father arrives, carrying his drowned daughter's body. He says she was murdered, and the villagers form a lynch mob to capture the monster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. During the search, Henry is attacked by the monster, who then knocks Henry unconscious and carries him to an old windmill.
Mm-hmm.
Iconic.
Yep.
The peasants hear the creature carrying Henry and find it climbing to the top, dragging Henry with it. The monster hurls the scientist to the ground. His fall is broken by the wooden blades of the windmill, saving his life.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the villagers bring him home, while the rest of the mob set the windmill ablaze, with the monster trapped inside.
Mm-hmm.
At Castle Frankenstein, Henry's father celebrates the wedding of his recovered son with a toast to a future grandchild.
The end.
Ain't that wild?
Yeah, it's a wild experience. They kind of just like it. It's weird because in this movie they definitely like they clap their hands together and we're like, all right, we dealt with that.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but
the irony of him
Yeah.
having a child, though, after very obviously not being able to take care of.
yeah, exactly. So to get into some of the nitpicks before we get into the juicy talking about things in that and the correlations between two films and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This specific movie was released November 21st, 1931. Weirdly enough, tomorrow
Is the 21st.
is its birthday.
Yeah.
It is an unrated film.
Oh, I'm so excited for when they do 100 years of
Yep.
Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wild.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Especially with the epic. Oh, yeah. That's going to be a big
well,
thing.
in 2018 was the bicentennial birthday of the book.
Yeah.
Because it was like 18.
Oh, yeah.
18.
This movie is going to... Oh, yeah. But it's an unrated film. It's horror sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
The director is James Whale. I do have their budget, which was between $262,000 to $291,000. That's all I have. So what you got?
So the box office, they made 12 million.
Oh, okay.
12
That's very
million.
good.
So
yeah.
that was like, honestly,
Yeah. Especially with some of the stuff that I found out about it, I was like, yeah,
I mean, it makes sense.
It was a massive success.
It was, I think it's considered like if not one of the first sci-fi film.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, crazy. So that number makes sense. Also, because of how popular and how loved Mary Shelley's book was.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't even realize how much until researching her a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was intense, and that's I think why the budget was so big.
Yes, the budget was very big, and I'm not surprised that they got the box office, especially because of some of the information that I've picked up about just in general.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely deserved it.
It is a very short movie though.
Yes.
It is only an hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah, it's not.
No.
It's barely a 90-minute movie.
Yeah.
Like
it's not. It's 60. No, 70. 70
yeah,
minutes.
Yeah. It's a very short film.
Yeah.
It's not a very complicated film.
No, it's not complicated, and honestly, it kind of feels like it goes slower than that. So
yeah, it's got a slower pace.
Yeah.
But it's not super complicated. It's a slower pace, but it's definitely of the time. But it definitely is an interesting film in general.
Yes.
To look at.
Yeah. And as for Rotten Tomatoes, 94%.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
When they say that this is a classic, this is it.
Yeah.
I
don't think you can get more classic than that.
Yeah. Like, this is it. This is the thing.
I honestly feel like this is the classic of all classics.
Other than the original Dracula, which preceded this one. In the information that I have, yeah. It was those two films that were the beginning of Universal's renaissance of having their horror movies.
Because when I was doing research, how would that have come out after?
This came out after.
No, I mean, how would Bram Stoker...
Dracula.
Yeah.
Not the one that we watched. The black and white original Dracula.
You're talking film. I'm talking book. My bad.
I'm talking film.
You're
Honey
talking
Poppy.
Film. I'm talking book.
I'm talking films.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking films. I'm talking films specifically.
Might be.
No. Yeah.
I was tying the history into that. Yeah. Okay.
It's the Bela Lugosi Dracula.
Yes.
And then Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And that was like their renaissance of.
Yeah. But in terms of novels
is a different
Frankenstein
situation.
came out first.
Yes.
And then it was Dracula.
Yes.
But in doing the research, because I'm just going to say it. While I was doing the research for this, it was like there was a guy who wrote something called Vampire.
Yes.
And that is what Bram Stoker's Dracula is based on.
Yes.
But Vampire and Frankenstein were written in the same context.
Huh.
I'll get more into that later. So it's cool. Honestly, it's really like they all kind of came together at the same time because of the... it's really fascinating.
You got a good cast list?
Oh. First, the death count.
Oh, yeah, the death count.
5.
Yeah.
We've got 5 people who die, and it's pretty much like everybody. It's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the cast list, pretty much.
Quite literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's Fritz.
Mm-hmm. Waldman.
It's Waldman.
Maria.
The
criminal at the beginning. I think. And then at the Frankenstein at the end.
Yes. All right, give me that cast list there.
All right, I got you. Boris Karloff.
Yes.
That's it.
Honestly,
could have been the only one in the movie, and I
would have been fine.
Frankenstein himself. He is
the monster.
The man. The monster. Colin Clive, I guess, too.
Yeah.
Because he had to bring the monster to life.
Yeah.
So that's Dr. Henry Frankenstein, which makes no sense, but we'll get into that.
You know.
We have May Clark as Elizabeth.
Yeah.
going through this like cast list of people and like seeing their old timey photos was like they were stunning.
Yes.
Like all of them.
Oh yeah, truly.
It's like, oh my goodness. I only mentioned it on her because she was the most stunning.
Yeah.
We also had Edward Van Sloan as Dr. Waldman. This man has done a lot. He's been in a lot of classics.
Yeah.
He was the Doctor in The Mummy, and then he was also Van Helsing in the original Dracula. So, very cool. So that's that. And then you have Dwight Fry as Fritz. Fry is Fritz.
Fries Fritz.
Honestly, I would have just left him as Fry at that point.
Well, Fritz is just another language's version of fry.
Yeah. Literally.
Pommes frites.
Pommes frites. Exactly. And then I added Marilyn Harris as Little Maria. Yeah.
Hell
so the little girl that drowns.
Hell yeah.
Only because he thought she was a flower.
Truly.
That's my take on it. Especially after watching the most recent one.
All right.
That was the list.
Before we get into notes. Yes, we both saw the newest one that came out.
Yes.
And this one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you talk about this a lot in your notes?
What?
Like the two films?
No.
You
Not
just
at
talk
all.
about the first one.
I only talk about like the inspiration behind.
Cool. Okay. So
the
we're just
novel.
going to chatty.
Like, it's not even about the film. It's more about the because it's based off of the novel. So I go off of
which I have right there that I'm going to read.
You will.
But I did not have time to read.
Yeah.
But I'm going to read.
One day. Honestly, when I graduate.
And I have a pretty book, so it gives me a reason to read it.
I need to go and get more pretty books. I'm going to start reading and
you
watching.
You need to go. We need to take a trip to Books A Million.
Please? I want pretty nice hardback.
These are beautiful fucking books,
yes.
man. You saw the ones that we got.
I want those.
We can go.
Okay.
We can go.
Please. Okay. When I'm graduated.
Yes.
And I actually have time to do things.
When you have options to actually do things.
Oh, it's going to be so overwhelming. I'm so excited.
I have so many things I can do.
Yeah. But this
yes.
other film.
Okay. So number one, we've already kind of touched on bits and pieces. Mm-hmm. So obviously this original film is a man wanting to make life.
Yes.
He's wanting to make life like out of spite of life in a way.
Which is so weird.
Or just the pure curiosity of life.
I honestly feel like it's about just the pure curiosity of it because, you know,
because we don't get a whole lot of information
money.
In this.
He's got
either.
A woman.
Yeah.
He's got friends.
Yeah.
You know, he seems well off. He seems smart. He's a scientist.
This is honestly, pure curiosity of life.
Yes.
And is a weird iteration on the idea of, and we're going to get into this, parenting.
Yeah.
Both of these movies, hard
Very
concepts
much.
of parenting,
Very
especially the new one.
Yeah.
Whereas this new movie,
oh my God, this new movie.
mind you,
maybe
we are
cry.
about to
I wanted to sob.
spoil some shit.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, it might be a bit.
I've seen it twice now.
But it's an amazing film. Go fucking watch it.
Please.
Why are you wasting your time?
Please. And honestly,
doing anything else other than going to see this movie.
What's stopping you from seeing it is the fact that it is a bunch of A-listers. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Get over it.
Seriously, don't worry about it.
Absolutely get over it.
They are incredible.
They're absolutely amazing. Come on. Come
A-listers
the fuck on.
For a reason.
Okay. This whole film. Okay, so obviously in the original film, Frankenstein, the concept of collecting the body and the body bits is a lot less important in the first one, necessarily speaking, than this new one. Like, even the creation of the two.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very different.
Absolutely.
Oh
I can
God.
say this new Frankenstein, the build of this new Frankenstein. So intense, but also the finished product is absolutely stunning.
Yeah. Well, that's because he was trying to find the perfect pieces of each person.
Absolutely perfect pieces. Absolutely beautiful incisions. And like it's a pattern work he makes out of him.
It is a pattern work. And it very much shows like the form of the human body, I think. And I think that was the point of it.
And
like,
it's even more fascinating. It's more scientific.
Yes, exactly.
In his creation. Because he's literally taking open parts of bodies and taking only parts of the muscular structure.
Yeah.
So he's quite literally building an entire new body, literally piece by piece. They're
not
the
just
whole
a
scene,
hand here,
dude,
but it's like changing muscle.
Yeah.
Changing bone.
Yes.
Like,
there's a scene where he literally like fits a bone into the leg cavity. And you like see it happen.
It's intense.
It is a process.
Yeah. What I appreciate this is like the gore in this movie, it's there, but it's
intentional.
Very intentional. And it's not just thrown around.
Even the scenes where he's at the gallows. Looking at the different men and like picking it, like, I like these parts.
That was insane.
Or being out on the battlefield and he's like, I must find all the best pieces.
But don't look at the top or the bottom because those are going to be the most decomposed. Like, really thinking about it.
Yeah. It's also, okay, so the beginning of this film, you get a look into him as a child.
Yeah.
And his really love and his care for his mother.
Yeah.
And how much he loved his mother because of the care, attention, and affection she provided.
And you'll notice that is a very big theme.
Yes.
Very strong theme.
Through this whole film.
Because of how much milk this man drinks. Like.
Not even just that. And then his hatred and anger
for his father. Yeah.
Who drills him to be a person that he didn't get to decide to be. And then also proceeds to be scorned because of the fact that he looks like his mother.
Yep.
And is reprimanded for not knowing enough. And all of this reflects later because we get an unfortunate moment where the mother passes away. Do I think that this was a planned death? Yes. Do I think that she died intentionally? Yes. 100% yes. After the birth of the second child, 1,000%. I 100% believe that her dying was intentional. Because the dad couldn't give a fuck.
No, not at all.
At all.
And if it were a situation that was like save the mother or the baby, then it was definitely saving my son or the child.
Yeah.
Because he does not care.
And there's
he just wants
and it's also like
his name.
Did you actually try to save her?
No.
Could you have actually saved her?
Maybe. I mean, there was blood immediately.
But the point also is, you know, if it's the idea he's a world-renowned. Did he actually put the effort in to try to save her?
Fair enough, yeah.
Did he actually attempt to save her?
Yeah, because if he's so knowledgeable, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how I saw it, is that I don't think he put the effort in to save her.
And that's why he's like, I will know everything you know and more.
Yes.
What a crazy line.
And it's the idea of a spite learning, which is understandable.
But it's crazy to me because the irony in that sentence alone.
Oh, yeah.
Just like...
Oh, yeah.
With his creation.
And then obviously we get farther in and we get to the introduction of they're older. You get to meet his brother and the fiance, the girl, the love of life for both of these men, especially our boy Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That man was smitten hard. So was she. Initially.
You mean with Victor?
Initially. Like their friendship and the connection that
first,
they had.
But then I think she realized
the kind of person he was.
Yeah.
Because the whole scene, the way that I see it is the whole scene that happened when she came over and gave him the butterfly was her basically being like, I can't love you because I've already made this promise.
Yeah.
So
that just honestly shows what kind of person she is.
Her integrity.
She is a very integral person. And that is, you know, very evident, especially with how she treats
the creature.
The creature.
So, here's the bigger thing also. In the original film, we'll always refer to the monster as the monster. In this, it's the creature. In the new one, it's the creature. And once he's created and he's alive, immediately, you can see the problems.
Yeah.
The way that I've seen it, and this is a reference towards parenting, in the original film, it's a new life form.
Yeah.
And you've already said he has the money, he has the wife, he has the family, he has the this, he has the that. He's just doing it for funsies.
Mm-hmm. This guy's not.
And the other thing is in the original film, once the monster is alive, he doesn't know what to do with it.
No.
He starts off acting soft with it. And then becomes irritated by it. And then becomes afraid of it because of false assumption.
Yeah.
And thus wants it dead.
Yeah.
In this movie, in the new one, he comprehends it, is excited by it, is slightly terrified by it because it is a new being.
Also, just the heightened, like, the whole situation of
Oh, yeah.
him coming to life. Like, the events leading to it were so chaotic that it also just, like, led to more...
Because it's
stress about it, I guess.
Because in the new movie, it's... Because her name is also Elizabeth.
Yeah, it's all the same. Also,
all the same, except for obviously the addition of the brother being more of a focused character.
Well, here's the thing. I was confused watching the old movie.
Yeah.
Because Henry Frankenstein is the doctor.
Yes.
Not Victor Frankenstein.
Yes. Yeah.
That's not right, 1931. But whatever.
And that's the point.
Yeah.
So
again, this movie did what that one was trying to do.
And so in this movie, you have Victor, who's fallen for Elizabeth hard.
Mm-hmm.
He creates this new being, this new life, and immediately starts to treat it like his father treated him.
Immediately.
Horrifically. And then wonders why it's not learning.
Yep.
The second Elizabeth comes into the picture.
Oh my gosh.
And interacts with him.
Yeah. Very sweetly and
kindly and motherly.
Motherly, yeah.
Is the instantaneous moment where he learns a new word.
Yeah. Elizabeth.
Instantly,
because you just got to be patient and kind, and
you have to be a mother who can produce life.
Girl!
And spend the time dedicating your life.
Oh, she ate with this.
To the growth of that life.
Oh, she cooked. Yeah. Yeah.
And because men, like you said, don't understand how life is made.
Yep.
Or how life is, or how to even take care of
and
life on that
stance. That probably is it. Like,
is part of it.
We sit there and, months of our time is dedicated to growing this body.
Yep.
While it's using our own.
Yep.
So,
And then once it's out, it still has to use our body in order to continue living.
So,
of course. We dedicate all of our resources of us to take care of it.
So, of course, men don't understand that on the level that
women will. And the care and a level of compassion that's different from something that directly came from our bodies.
Yep. Yeah.
Versus something that was a secondhand experience. Because that's exactly what birth is. It's the difference between a first-hand experience and a second-hand experience. You may have been involved, but you do not know what is involved in the process.
And that probably is why moms are more attached,
more, exactly.
I mean, that could be your offspring, man, but you didn't carry that or build it. And that's why it's so wild to me, though, because Victor chose to put this creature together and chose to find the most perfect parts of each person and carefully crafted this. And it took probably just as long.
Yeah. And here's the other wild thing. He's doing this because he lost his mother. Yeah. He became obsessed with life and death because of the loss of his mother, knowing, and this is the concept, at least in his mind, in Victor's mind in this film, knowing that his father could have done something to save her and choosing not to. And it's the idea that, because you also see that he incorporates wearing red in his wardrobe as a reflection of his mother.
His mom, yeah.
And it's the idea that he's doing this out of spite. This is out of spite. The other one was out of curiosity. This is out of spite.
Yeah.
I want to prove that we are more than what we can be. And I want to prove that I am more
than
what you can be.
Yeah, than what you can be. And then once he did that,
he immediately started to...
He didn't see it anymore because he said, I want to be more than what you are. But he failed again.
He failed at it at the same level as his own father failed at him.
Even worse, probably.
He failed at the creature as much as his father failed him. And the problem is that honestly, Elizabeth should have interacted more with him.
Yeah. And
should have been there more, because it would have been the influence that was required. But instead, he just beats him.
Yeah.
To get him to learn, because that's how he was taught to learn. So there is no other way.
But then that's why that line to me is so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I will know everything you know and more.
Mm-hmm.
But he falls short in so many ways. But he thinks he hasn't.
He thinks he's surpassed him because he made life.
Yeah.
But do you know how to take care of life?
That was the whole point.
There's a difference between making life and caring for it and nurturing it.
Yep.
You know how to make life, but not what goes into it.
No.
And you also experienced the pain of life later in life. Not at the beginning. Just because this thing looks like a fully grown adult male
doesn't
mean it is here.
You made him that way. So of course,
in his mind, he's an infant. He has no concept. You are his world.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that one word that meant everything to him.
And it's the idea of him calling you Victor him saying Victor is the equivalent of him saying dad.
Yeah.
You are dad. And
it really breaks my heart, makes me want to cry.
You failed him in every way possible.
He's so sweet.
And Elizabeth was the first person, and the next name he learns is hers.
So that's mom.
That's mom. And I know that later on in the film, it becomes...
It's a different relationship.
Once he starts to gain comprehension of the world around him, because again, it's a similar lead up of Frankenstein getting so angry that he's not learning more. But what pisses me off even more is the fact that because he says Elizabeth's name,
he gets more angry.
He gets more mad and kills him and tries to kill him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you asked him, say something else.
Yeah.
And he did, and you didn't like what he said.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a proof of your ignorance versus his understanding.
Yes.
And so he attempts to blow up the lab with him in it and just utterly destroy everything. And it's a whole concept of like he gets out, he explores, he gains a whole life.
Mm-hmm. Finds a friend.
Knowledge. He finds a friend in an old blind man.
Yes. Who dies,
which is really sad.
The trope we were just talking about last week.
I know. And it's like, but he gains so much knowledge and information that he's like, I need to find out who I am. I remember some things, but I need to know what.
Oh my God. Okay. Y'all aren't going to get the context, but that's fine. Repeat what you just said. Do you remember what you just said?
Girl, do you have any idea how fast my brain is moving?
I know, me too. That's why I was like, damn it.
But it's like...
No. That.
Yeah.
So it's the idea of you coming into this world.
Yes.
And all your beliefs coming from one thing.
Yes.
And it's terrible and it's corrupting you.
Yes.
You decide what you get to...
Yeah, be a part of
and what your beliefs are.
Yeah. And it's also the idea that because he decides to go back and be like, I don't remember anything before a certain amount, all I remember is washing up on a shore, really.
Yeah. I mean, it probably just shows like how he was.
Infantile. And the idea that like when he finally goes back and figures out like what he is and what's happened, he's like, I'm an eternal being. I already know this. Mm-hmm. I can't die. Mm-hmm. I am alone.
That part.
And if this man made me, he can make me someone to go with me. And then it leads into everything going on with Victor and Elizabeth and all of that kind of chaos, getting closer to the wedding concept. And by this point, there's a moment where they're playing with leaves, Elizabeth and the creature.
I have a friend who says that line perfectly. A leaf?
A leaf?
For me? She sounds just like Mia Goth. I'm like,
yeah,
girl.
And
if
it's
you
like,
don't dress up as her right now.
Yeah, and quite literally, she keeps that leaf forever.
Forever.
And because the thing is what it turns into a love for each other. They almost as a romantic couple, the love for each other, and the protective nature of each other.
Yeah. So there are some undertones in this of like, fuck your mom, kind of. Very slight.
Like in the
very slight.
In the slightest way, if you interpret it with the idea that his second word he learns is her name, then yes, you can kind of infer that.
With that, and then also with like the whole Victor and the milk thing and the just the being so attached to his mom and so but very, very, very slight.
Yes,
is what I'm talking
but it's also the idea that like even in that initial meeting, I think she kind of fell for him in that moment,
probably
because of the pureness of him
and
as
the kindness
himself.
in his eyes.
Yes,
I mean he was a full adult, so it's not like
and it's the idea of that moment where she's 100% wearing an outfit that is like bride
yes.
so hard.
Yes.
So hard. The wrapped
the
arm.
wrapping
Yes. The wrapped arms, 100%.
So
she's prepped to be bride.
We want a sequel.
It's also the idea of a white dress that then gets stained red.
Yes. I noticed that part. I did.
And it's the idea that because she protects the creature and Victor shoots her.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to shoot the creature.
Yeah.
And
same concept of like his mom, being the protector for him.
Exactly.
Him kind of destroying his mom.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
And she asks basically the creature to take her away. She's always loved him and all this kind of stuff. And you kind of get that moment because the creature's there to ask him, like, you need to make me a person. Otherwise, I'm going to just haunt you for all of your life.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And if you want to find me, you're going to have to hunt me. Which Victor does.
Yeah.
Full hunting.
Yeah.
Trying to get him destroyed. And you get this moment where they're on the boat. Like, you kind of have it intermittent throughout the whole film. You get the first part of the movie is Frankenstein's. And the second part of the movie is you learning about the creatures. But in the end, it kind of culminates in this moment where the creature... they've both told this captain their sides of the story, and the creature's like, look, I've dealt with my shit. I'm fully formed. I know what's up. I'm doing this.
Yeah.
And there's a moment of Victor finally kind of coming to a reality of like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I made a mistake.
Because he realizes that the creature is more intelligent and more,
than he ever would have given him
more
credit.
Human.
And he himself realizes that he didn't treat him like a person. He referred to it as an it.
Yeah.
And now it's a he. And so, and the idea of like the word that meant everything to you.
Yeah.
I want to hear you say it one more time.
I honestly was like, nah.
In the tone of like,
and when you meant it, when it was the most
when
important
it was the most important thing to you.
I almost want to be like, hell no, you don't deserve it.
And it's the idea of like he was atoning in that moment.
Yeah, and I also think
it was a beautiful moment
for
the creature
the creature as well to say that, because even though he was dying, I think if the creature didn't, he probably would regret that forever.
And it's also the idea of like, I want you to live.
Yeah,
I want you to live.
I wish we could continue this,
but
relationship and grow it and give it another chance.
But I want you to live, and I want more for you.
Yeah,
it's in the end, it's the equivalent of your son has grown up, gone to college, and started a life, and abandoned you.
Yeah,
but then came back at you angry and upset about the abandonment that you provided him, but you desperately now are trying to atone for it.
Yeah.
And this is your only option. And now you just want to see your child live on.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the
It's-
sentiment of it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is an absolutely stunning film. And it's the storytelling, the visuals, every part of it is absolutely beautiful.
It's very, very long. I will say, directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. His name slapped on something and you know it's going to be quality.
It's good. Came out this year. And then, what's another quick fact?
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. And it's 2.5 hours long, so it's pretty long.
It's a big film, but it's truly worth the watch.
The first time I watched it, I was doing homework, so I couldn't really focus on it. But the second time I watched it, I don't think I looked away more than like 3 times.
Yeah,
they were glued.
Yeah, it's a stunning film, but it's an interesting comparison between these two films
For sure.
because it's such a drastic difference in storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
It's why I'm mad that I didn't have time to read the book, but
I know.
I'm looking forward to it. Whenever I do finish the book, it's not a super thick book, but I do I will like come back and like let you know how similar things are.
Yes.
So we will definitely get into that.
Very. Just doing some research
Yeah.
on the inspiration.
I'm ready to see at least like the touchstones that are in connection.
Yes.
To see the level of difference between the two films.
Apparently, the book, even though the two films has it, the book isn't, I don't know if this is true, but there's no like electricity to bring him to life. He just comes to life.
I don't know the specifics. I don't think that there were the electricity was there. But I do know that I think that the similarities in the end of the new one and the book is similar, with the creature kind of walking off into the sunset.
Gotcha.
So that at least is something that is a similarity. So.
Right.
But with that conversation buttoned, we can now get into this movie.
Yes.
Because, again, it's a big difference between a 1931 film and a 2025 film.
Isn't that crazy?
A black and white film and a color,
very, very colorful,
high definition film.
And the fact that color is so prominent, like you can very obviously see that color plays a huge role
in this film. Yeah,
you know, emotions and themes and setting. You know, just the whole.
Oh yeah,
right off the bat with her red dress, you're like, yep, you need to look out for color in this movie.
Yes, that color is an important part of everything. Yeah. All right. Getting into this 1931 film.
Alrighty.
Let's do this. Okay. A critical aspect of this film's enduring impact lives in the innovative makeup and the special effects that were pioneered for this time.
Amazing.
So the maestro behind the makeup, Jack Pierce.
Okay.
When discussing the groundbreaking makeup in Frankenstein, the name Jack Pierce is from basically you can't separate the two. They are synonymous with one another. Hired by Universal Pictures, Pierce was a visionary in the field of makeup artistry. Unlike modern day techniques that heavily relied on prosthetics and CGI, Pierce employed rudimentary materials like cotton, collodial, and gum, sculpting them directly onto Karloff's face and body. Which is a lot. And we're going to get into that because it's kind of wild.
Okay.
The damage.
Right, that's right.
The level of damage. So, the creation of an iconic visual that is Frankenstein.
Well, I know that happened a lot, right? Like a lot of these special effects things that they were trying to figure out at first. Like,
absolutely.
It was very dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
For a lot of...
It's not good. There's some bad stuff that happens with some of the special effects stuff.
Yeah.
Literally, but the icon itself, the flat top, the square-shaped head, the scarred forehead, and the bolts on the neck are now iconic.
Yes.
But in 1931, they were revolutionary. The process was laborious, taking up to 4 hours to complete each day. The heavy makeup made it challenging for Karloff, restricting his facial movements and requiring him to emote largely through body language. Despite these challenges, the final result became the quintessential image of Frankenstein's monster, ingrained in popular culture to this day.
Yes.
Again, we have at Epic Frankenstein's Manor, and
you can meet him and Bride.
Exactly. All the merchandise has his very specific face on it.
Oh my
gosh. It's a big thing.
I wonder, do you think these people making this film thought that that would be a thing 100 years from now? Like, theme parks dedicated to them? Like, oh my God.
You know? It's
wild.
It's a whole thing, man. And again, it's the ingenuity in special effects. While makeup took center stage, the special effects in Frankenstein were equally groundbreaking. Electricity played a significant role in the film. And the special effects team had to create convincing electrical apparatus and machinery for Dr. Frankenstein's lab. The setup included Tesla coils, electrical arcs, and specially designed lab equipment to give the illusion of a mad scientist's lair. The scene, the birth scene. So it itself is a marvel of practical effects. One of the most memorable scenes is the monster's birth. Complete with rising table, flashing lights, electrical discharges. Most of these effects were practical and orchestrated in real time. A feat that is awe-inspiring even by today's standards. So the electric arcs, all that stuff happened in that scene at that moment.
It is nuts.
Which nowadays would have been an after effect.
Yeah. And probably considered too dangerous to do on set.
Oh, yeah. The legacy and influence of Frankenstein went on to inspire generations of filmmakers.
Yeah, there's been hundreds of adaptations.
Special effects artists.
Yeah.
And makeup artists alone. The techniques Jack Pierce developed served as a base for future advancement in prosthetic and animatronics.
Animatronics? Wow.
Yeah. The special effects in the films, although dated by today's technology advancements, remain a study in practical ingenuity. James Whale was brought in to direct only 2 weeks prior to the start of the film production.
Okay. I have an issue with that. I'm sorry. I do, only because I'm in a directing class right now and there is so much that goes into directing, and coming onto a set 2 weeks before is not how you do that.
Yep. Only 2 weeks prior to the start of the film production, and the role of the monster was yet to be found. They didn't even have it yet.
Gotcha.
2 weeks prior to the start of filming.
They said, we got a high budget.
Yeah. As Whale sat in the studio commissary one day, he saw Boris Karloff.
Oh.
They were in the commissary, like in the cafeteria, essentially.
Okay.
He saw him with his dark eyes, striking bone structure, and tall physique. He knew immediately he found his creature.
Yep. Love that.
Karloff recalled being initially insulted because he was wearing his best suit that day and couldn't imagine how he inspired a monster.
Aww.
Again, even in that moment alone, it's the same concept of who's actually the monster. It's the same concept. It's the same visual concept.
Yes.
So James Whale envisioned the look of the creature for Frankenstein, but there are debates as to how much was ultimately translated by Jack Pierce. No doubt it was Pierce who meticulously executed the look, with Karloff patiently enduring the many, many long hours every day in the makeup chair. So, there are 6 ways a surgeon can cut the skull.
Oh.
And Jack Pierce figured Dr. Frankenstein, who was not a practicing surgeon, would take the easiest. That he would cut the top of the skull off straight across, like a pot lid.
Yeah.
Hinge it, pop the brain in, and clamp it tight.
Yep.
That's the reason that he decided to make the monster's head square and flat, like a box. And dig the big scar across his forehead and have 2 metal clamps holding it together. The 2 metal studs that stick out of the side of the necks are inlets for electricity.
Yep.
They're plugs.
Mm-hmm.
The monster is an electrical gadget, and lightning is his life force.
Yeah.
They are not bolts. They're not screw bolts.
Oh, I know.
But all the merchandise, everything you see, are screw bolts.
Are they really?
Mm-hmm. They're like screws.
Because isn't that what the electricity went into?
Exactly. They're plugs. They're electrical plug. They're like an electrode that sticks out.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't how he was held together, because that's what all the stitching is for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those bolts, those plugs got translated into bolts,
Yeah.
which is fascinating. And then, so this is also part of it, which is kind of funny. So due to Shelley's sketchy description of Frankenstein's creature, so clearly it's not very defined creature inside the book itself, Pierce designed, with Karloff's input, was practically unfiltered. A flat-topped lobotomy dressed in horrendous scars. His consultation mainly in medical books as he worked out the nuts and bolts of his creation. However, there was also an ego to outdo that he had already been done, and driven by the process he had acquired observing and working alongside Chaney. Lon Chaney.
Lon Chaney.
A master of his own creation.
Oh, yeah.
It was no secret that
If you know
Pierce's process
Yeah, if you know FX.
was with that. Yeah.
You know Lon Chaney.
Yeah, Lon Chaney is a classic, but he also took all of his stuff to the grave with him.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody was able to figure any of his stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah. He truly was a creature creator in the most like classic sense form. But it was no secret that Pierce's process, as with most other makeup artists of that period, used somewhat torturous methods.
Yes.
Before lighter and more forgiving latex materials,
They were all toxic.
glues would burn,
Yeah.
and applications flaked and fell into the eyes of performers.
Oh, my God.
Yep. The story of Frankenstein captures what a being will feel as he exists in a painful skin. And Karloff experienced just that.
Oh, God.
Scarred for life, much like his character.
Yeah.
But despite the pain and injuries the actor inflicted, there was a genuine rapport and friendship between the two men, crucial to the birth of such an iconic monster. Pierce and Karloff continued to work together, actually, even after this point.
Well, wasn't Karloff the mummy, too?
Yes. After casting Boris Karloff as the monster, Frankenstein director James Whale, a talented artist himself, sketched some initial designs that exaggerated Karloff's facial features. So, like, he already had kind of this very specific visual to him, and he just elevated it even more.
He said, this shit scarred me for life, but I'm going to hop into another monster role where they wrap me completely this time.
For only a couple
Like
minutes
5
of screen time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Whale showed the sketches to Jack Pierce to use as a starting point for the makeup. During this time, other artists at Universal also began creating possible designs for the monster. Despite the artist's contributions, Whale and Pierce agreed they didn't want the design to overshadow Karloff's natural features and needed the monster to retain a pitiful humanity. To accomplish this, Pierce and Karloff got together after work hours in the makeup department and developed the makeup over a 3-week period. When the dynamic duo finally emerged from their lab, they had the recipe for the ultimate makeup. Here are the ingredients for one movie monster. The distinctive eyebrow ridges and square head were built up by applying spirit gum, sticking on a layer of cotton, then painting on a coat of collodion. Collodion, if you don't know, is a liquid plastic that contains high and strong smelling amounts of ether and alcohol. So it must have been great fun. Absolutely great fun. This process was repeated until the eyebrow ridge and the flat head reached their final shape. Somewhere on the top of the head, a roll of cotton dutifully held the square shape. According to Jack Pierce, the wig was made with a cotton roll on the top to get the flatness and the circle that protrudes out from the head. More cotton was soaked in collodion, along with cheesecloth, which was used to create the large scar that decorates the side of the forehead. Pierce also added scars to Karloff's arms and wrists and used black shoe polish to color his fingernails.
Right.
Once in a while, you still run across someone who doesn't know that the bolts, like I mentioned, in the monster's neck are electrodes. Jack Pierce himself commented on this, saying that they were an inlet for electricity plugs, such as we use for our lamps or flat irons. They were applied every morning using tough spirit gum, while removing them was a painful process that left scars on Karloff's neck for the rest of his life.
Oh my fucking God.
Yep. Finally, when they were in the last stages, his eyes seemed too normal and alive and natural for a thing that had only just been put together and born, so to speak. So, Pierce agreed and created the drooping eyelids. Most of the sources say that he used mortician's wax to create the eyelids, while others claim he created a special putty in order to get it just right. But basically, that's essentially what was used to create. It was literally like a false eyelid that was put on top of his eye. Karloff also had partial dentures, which Pierce had him removed to naturally create the creature's sunken cheeks. And then before Frankenstein, poor Karloff struggled as an actor. So his gauntness probably wasn't entirely an effect. To give the makeup even more cadaverous decoration, he also wore black lipstick. Finally, Pierce covered everything in a grayish-green grease paint that made the monster look deathly pale on the black and white film. So it just kind of added more of that to it.
Yeah.
Removing the makeup was almost just as arduous, taking between 1 and 2 hours to completely peel off.
What kind of spirit gum were they using?
Yeah. This involved breaking it down with various oils and acids.
Acids?
Then literally prying the makeup off of Karloff's face.
So he had no more eyebrows after that experience.
The whole process was so painstaking. Karloff sometimes slept with the makeup still on in order to reduce the workload for each morning and to give his face a rest.
Wow.
He'd brace his head between 2 books so he wouldn't roll around during the night and damage it, and then later Pierce would touch it up.
Aww. He better have gotten all of the check.
For Boris,
A bonus.
this is getting into a little bit of the costume for a second. The coat that he was wearing was actually cut down so the length of the arms and the fingers would look longer. Everything was in black to give him the height. Also, they padded him out to look 8 foot tall.
Yeah.
In addition to the black clothes and padding for the costume, Karloff wore a pair of modified asphalt spreader boots with lifts to give him height. Each boot weighed 13 pounds.
Damn,
each boot.
That's wild.
So 26 pounds on his feet. While steel rods were placed down each of Karloff's pant legs.
Yep.
This cumbersome combo gave the monster his lumbering walk. A steel rod was also hidden in the back of the costume to keep Karloff's frame stiff and straight. So he'd a
This
rod
poor man.
behind his legs, on his back. He was covered in makeup that was so painful and scarring that it left marks on his body, and 26 pounds of weight just on his feet for him to move.
That's too much. That's why we have actors. What's it called?
Rights, unions,
Yeah,
shit like that, all of the above.
Yes.
But yeah, that is my overarching notes for this film.
That is wild.
It's a lot of crazy stuff, especially in regards to the makeup of it all, because it's... And here's the other thing, is that Pierce kind of screwed himself because he also refused to do... Like, after this, he refused to do the modern stuff. And so literally kind of killed his own career.
Yeah.
Because he refused to move forward with the innovations.
Yeah. That's not how you
Yeah.
get with the times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was wild.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I knew just from watching the horror movie makeup show all
Yes.
the time that, you know, actors back then really suffered before we've gotten safer
methods of application and processing, but
and also just materials as well.
never realizing how
truly
bad it was.
Yeah, and him still coming back.
Yeah, and still working with him and still doing all of that.
awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, he's iconic, so it works.
yeah.
For me, I don't have very much. But I did want to get into the inspiration of Frankenstein. Or the modern Prometheus.
Yes.
So it actually started, and if you don't know this, it's shocking, with the Gothic horror novel by Mary Wollstonecraft Shelley. Miss Mary Shelley.
Yeah.
It was first published in 1818.
So a little over 100 years later, they made a film.
Yeah.
About it.
It was, yeah.
Crazy.
So she was long gone by this time. But I'm just going to talk a little bit about Mary Shelley's life and, you know, how she got into this.
Hell yeah.
Because she is the reason we have
the
both of
monsters
either of these films.
Yeah.
So actually I was very shocked to learn some of these things. Apparently Mary Shelley's mom, her name was Mary Wollstonecraft. She was also an author and a feminist who advocated for women's education. So obviously she had a hard life.
Yeah.
A couple years before Mary was born, her mom tried to commit suicide. And after she was born, 11 days after she was born, her mom passed away from perpetual fever.
Oh.
I said that wrong. What the fuck is that?
What?
What is this? Puerperal fever? An infection of some part of the female reproductive organs following childbirth. Wow.
Gotcha. So she became ill post giving birth. And it killed her.
And
it's called what again? Perpetual?
Not perpetual.
Not perpetual, but
let me see if I can find a pronunciation. Also known as child bed fever. You could say that.
Okay. Child bed fever. Wow.
How the fuck do you pronounce it? Puerperal.
Puerperal?
Puerperal. Puerperal fever. Puerperal.
Yeah.
Puerperal fever. That's what I'm going with. So that is an infection after giving birth. So the irony of that is wild as well. But it's also crazy that she, you know, tried to not be here before giving birth and then was taken out
no matter what
by giving birth.
Yeah.
Wow. Mary's husband, Mary Shelley's mom, so Mary's dad, his name was William Godwin, And he was also a radical writer and an anarchist philosopher committed to Enlightenment ideals of rationality.
So a wild pair.
A wild pair. That was a pair you probably would have wanted to be born into.
Yeah. I mean, you ended up making a child that made Frankenstein. So, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. She was a little reckless, though. She didn't have a mom telling her what was what. So, basically, Mary Shelley was born to these parents and introduced into a circle of writers.
Yeah.
Which included Thomas Paine, William Blake, William Wordsworth.
Mm-hmm.
When she was 16, she got pregnant and she eloped with poet Percy Shelley.
Ah.
Yes. He was 21.
Gotcha.
So a little bit of a case there.
Yeah.
But during that time
Period, it would have been normal.
Yeah. But he frequently visited her father. So that's how they met.
Gotcha. So the dad probably would have approved of him anyway.
Probably. But she had the baby.
Mm-hmm.
It was a girl. But she passed away like right after her birth in March of 1815.
Which is definitely more common back in those days.
Yeah. But you got to think. So now we're Mary Shelley. We're born into a family of writers.
My mother
mom
dies.
Is dead.
Because of giving birth to you.
Because of giving birth. My baby dies days after giving birth.
Yeah.
So she got both ends of that.
Yeah.
She was probably feeling hella survivor's guilt too, probably.
Almost guaranteed.
Subsequently, Shelley wrote in her journal, well, at this time she was Godwin.
Yeah.
She wrote in her journal of a dream, where she brought her child back to life.
Oh.
She was pregnant a second time, just weeks later, and gave birth to William Shelley.
Gotcha.
In 1816. Percy Shelley at this time was married to another woman.
Oh, okay.
That's why I say she was messy.
Got you. They eloped.
Thing is,
Gave birth.
yeah.
The man was married.
Yes, Percy Shelley was married to another woman at the time.
Great.
But he still fled with her and their infant son and her stepsister from the controversy of their situation.
Damn.
So they fled. But on the road, they met Lord Byron.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very
who
random.
was dodging scandals of his own.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, debt and extramarital affairs. And they met at this mansion known as Villa Diodati in Colony, Switzerland. Would love to visit that.
Yeah.
It's probably really freaking cool. But that was during the summer of 1816. So, like, right after they gave birth to their son. The season at that time was not normal. It was cold and gloomy, and there were lots of rainstorms happening.
Yeah.
There was an eruption of Mount Tambora in what's now Indonesia,
Okay.
but became known as the year without a summer.
Oh, wow.
So that was 1816. So all these things happening
Yeah.
to Mary Shelley. One evening, for sport, Byron was like, I want each of y'all to present a story that could rival those in Phantasmagoria.
Phantasmagoria?
Yeah, I said that wrong. Phantasmagoriana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Byron's physician, I was talking about this earlier, John Polidori, he wrote The Vampire.
Oh.
Or The Vampire.
Gotcha. So the
which
earliest ancestor of Dracula.
Yeah, he wrote this during his stay.
Oh, okay.
Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein during her stay.
Damn. This man is a monster inspirer.
Byron is a monster inspirer. Probably because, he was dodging debt and extramarital affairs.
I mean, they have their own extramarital affair.
Yeah, but Godwin pieced together the outline for what would be the most enduring work to come out of Byron's contest. Because obviously Bram Stoker's Dracula was inspired by the vampire.
Yep.
It wasn't. So, and then in 1831, she rewrote Frankenstein a few times. And in her 1831 version, which is crazy because 1831, and then 100 years later,
Yes, her movie comes out.
the movie comes out. But she was basically saying that moment in 1816, she found it and she realized what she was creating, and it was what really terrified her and what will terrify others. She said, I need only describe the specter which had haunted my midnight pillow.
Yeah.
So that's all she did. She just brought together, you know, the elements of her life going on and, you know, the state of the world around her.
Yeah, truly.
And brought this monster together.
Mm-hmm.
She really credited Phantasmagoriana.
Yeah.
Her childhood in Scotland, and then the discussions at Villa Diodati, you know, about apparently they got into really heavy topics such as like the principle of life.
Yeah.
And so crazy stuff. As for the castle, people think it might have been a trip that she took to with her husband in Rhine of 1814, and that could have been where it was.
The inspiration for Frankenstein's castle.
Yeah. There, during the 18th century, there was an alchemist, Johann Conrad Dippel, who was rumored to have been studying artificial life.
Gotcha.
And even engaging in grave robbing.
Gotcha.
Like, in that area.
I'm sorry, there was a lot of doctors that were engaging in grave robbing.
Like,
so.
I mean, hello, you had freaking artists doing it just to study the bodies so they get better pictures. Yep. Like, yeah, not insane. And then William Frankenstein, which is the first monster, or the monster's first victim, is thought to have been based on William Shelley, which is their second child. Yeah. They ended up having 3. The first 2 died, like, pretty soon. But their son didn't pass away until after the book came out. It was like a year after the book came out. And then they had their third. But that's insane. She had so many people die. So much death and destruction that caused such a powerful story about, you know, parenting and the creation of life. And, you know, it's a wild time. Mm-hmm. But that's what I got.
You got me a 1 star?
I do. All right. I don't even remember what this guy said. Hold on. Excuse me. Oh! No, I actually remember agreeing with this first sentence. Just a little bit.
Okay.
Not that I've read the book, but I've heard,
Yeah.
He said, in my mind, if you're going to create a movie that is based on a book, then actually use the book as a reference when making the film.
Well, yeah.
That's a given. Then he said, when watching the 1931 version of Frankenstein, I can easily see that the only things the movie shares with the book are the characters' names and what the scientists' experiments were. So, pretty much like Dracula. Like, it was just their names and then Dracula.
Yeah.
There's no one named Fritz in the book. The man that works on the experiments is Victor, not Henry, like we said.
Yeah.
Henry is Victor's little brother that is killed by the creature at a very young age. The way that the creature is made evil by giving him a criminal brain is completely inaccurate. The creature has a normal brain and begins his life as a benevolent, while grotesque, human being. In short, there is nothing that this pitiful film has in common with the novel. This is an awful representation of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which is an excellent book. If you want the full story, read Shelley's novel and forget this inaccurate and dim-witted, not to mention untalented, movie.
I will say the last part of that is inaccurate.
Most of everything else. Yeah. I mean, you're accurate and, like, correct. These are the things that are not the same.
But that do show up in the new one.
Yeah.
So it might be that the newer movie is actually significantly closer.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I think that one kind of similar to Nosferatu.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of remakes that are coming out like this year that are very
that are
much
being
like
a little bit more
what it should
faithful
be
to the book,
to the original content.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I always agree. If you're gonna do a movie based on a book, you should probably do more than just the names and the main creature that's associated. Like, you should have more part of that. But I mean, again, you can't really say that this film is dim-witted and untalented, because
it's very talented.
Almost 100 years later, and we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
And we're still creating entire lands based off of it. Like,
still celebrating a creature that was created from this. So,
and understanding how.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Although we agree with some aspects, at least that part is in accuracy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because again, it was revolutionary for its time. Just because it's under the standards of today does not make it less of what it was.
I know. People really need to think about context.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just how it be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
So that's it for this episode.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Our next one.
Yes.
Is Sleepy Hollow. Some nice, classic, spooky vibes.
That is a good
Johnny Depp.
Johnny motherfucking Depp. We love you. We love you. If there's
we
a
truly love you.
podcast
That loves Johnny Depp,
it's this one.
Hi. It's us.
It's
we
us.
like you a lot.
We
Hearts.
more than a lot.
Hearts.
I'm so sorry that your name is so close to Amber Heard.
I know. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
One letter off.
I'm one letter off. I'm one letter off. I'm one
Amber
letter off.
Hearn.
With an N.
Not a D.
Not a D. Don't even fucking come at me. I know for a
Don't.
fact that I got a botched haircut because they thought. I'm like, I literally said I'm no relation.
Oh, no.
And then got a botched hair. It sucked that I had to walk into there and they were talking about it.
How is it so fucking close, though? And we love Johnny Depp so fucking much.
I love him so much. I love him so much.
It's a shame.
My
It's a damn
childhood.
shame. Yeah. I used to say he was my favorite actor. And honestly,
still pretty much.
yeah, I don't really.
Jack Black's up there for me, though. Because I love Jack Black.
I'd really have to sit there and think about it. Like, who's my favorite actor? Johnny Depp is the first one that comes
always
to
comes
my
to mind.
brain.
Yeah.
Well, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Love you.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Hell yeah. Love forever. Always. But yeah, that's it for this. You guys can send us an email at horrorunmasked@gmail.com. You can listen to us on all of the places where pods are cast. And I think with that,
there's only one thing left to ask. Will you fear?
Or will you fear not?